Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night team call. I'm Liza Reef, and I am partnered tonight with my bestie boo, Erin O'Keefe. Where is she at? She's there someplace.
Hi.
There she is. We have a great call for you guys tonight. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I do have some housekeeping things just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Everybody knows what's going on. The first thing is happening this Saturday. Too big to miss. You have to register. I'm sure every single one of you on this call, you're already invested. You're here 8:30 on a Monday night on the call. You're registered. But we're going to ask that you touch base with all of your team members, even maybe sidelines that you're working with, and making sure they register. Last year, around the same time, we had the same the big reveal, big incentives, and only those who were registered were able to purchase the products that came out, which was the new Slim, at a discounted rate, and we got an awesome water bottle. It was absolutely amazing. And I'm here to tell you that FOMO is real. A lot of people who didn't register were very upset that they didn't register. So get out there. It's really simple. Go into your virtual office, right on your main page, hit register. It's super easy. Number two, the Plexus Success testimonies. So the group Plexus Success, all the testimonies in there are absolutely incredible. I get teary-eyed when I read a lot of them. They are amazing, but they're also non-compliant. We can have them in that group because it's our own closed group. However, we're going to ask that you do not post them on your Facebook wall because they're non-compliant. We're looking out for you when we're asking you to refrain from doing so. You can share them in a message. You can tag somebody if you wish in Plexus Success. Why did we name it that? I always get tongue-tied. At any rate, but we're just asking that you not post those testimonies, copy and paste onto your wall because they are non-compliant and we don't want anybody getting in trouble. Number three, final, is Plexus Success. We want your testimonies. We want your stories. So whether it's your story about your journey, or maybe you just started X Factor and you're noticing really amazing things. You just started Block and you're noticing really amazing things. Go in there and post those incredible stories that you have. There are over 5,000 people in that group. So 5,000 people, of course, lots are us ambassadors, but guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm one of the ones, the admins that's adding people in there nonstop. And between the 7 of us jewels, it is nonstop. And the tagging that's happening is incredible. So people can really learn from what we share. So please, please, please go in there and post away, post your testimony. Okay, so we are going to, I see that little smile on her face. Tonight we have an amazing testimony, and then Erin and I have some information to share. Tonight's testimony is a business testimony. It's our very own Roxanne. She is absolutely incredible. You guys are going to love her. And we decided to ask Roxanne because she is rocking her business. And doesn't even know that she's earning things because her whole heart is just about helping people. But she's going to share with us some tips of what she's been using to allow her business to be successful. So Roxanne, go ahead and unmute yourself and you are good to go.
Okay. Hi guys. Thank you guys for asking me to come on. I'm a little nervous. So I honestly don't really have I don't know what you would call it, like a structure of what I do. I just more or less kind of do things as they come along. It's always told by us to do, duplicate. So one thing that I noticed that has helped my business is the 7-day challenges every single month. I really push hard for those. I would say that my team probably grew mostly from the 7-day challenges because they end up continuing, their order. Very few of them didn't. our opportunity meetings that we have locally helps. I do go to every single one of those, and that helps just to be around everyone, hearing, talking to, the different leaders and the different ambassadors and even customers that show up, just how everyone's doing something different, bounce questions off each other. So that has definitely helped me. I've been very consistent on the Monday night calls. I don't really miss a call. My husband will tell you, even if we're out, I'll have my earbuds in. So, because I think what I've been doing is right from that call, whatever advice has been given to us, I carry that forward, like literally starting the next day. So I really have been, I think I learn a lot on those calls. So I don't want to go back and listen to the recording. I like to hear them live, because then you miss the questions at the end. So I don't want to miss the questions. Another thing that has helped me is I've gotten into the habit with the habit tracker that Kathleen is always talking about. So I definitely, that helps me with my follow-up, because otherwise, as you start to grow, you lose track of people and, oh, did I call this one? When did I talk to this one? And I think that what's helped me even be more consistent with my posting, because I have a full-time job that I work 8 to 10 hours a day, Monday through Friday, on top of managing the family and the kids and sports and everything else, is I did start to use the buffer. So loading the posts has helped tremendously, because I would literally be sitting there while I'm working and say, oh my God, I have to post. What am I going to post? I don't know what to post. And then I go back and look and see what everybody else posts, and I try to steal something. So now it's just kind of, I know some people say not to use buffer because it does something with the algorithms of Facebook, but to me, it works for me, because that's really how I can manage my posts with trying to manage everything else. And I think with the consistency of posting, I have people that reached out to me that I've been working on since November. So, and I think just because they see the post. The Plexus Success has definitely helped. The tag, the 321, the ATM, all that. There's the challenges in there. Christine actually still, has this an April challenge that I think just ended. So every little challenge that is going on, any activity, I definitely participate with all those. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping up, but try to. One thing that I also do, and I don't know, I have the 12 Days of Diamonds stored in my phone. So I literally go back and listen to those all the time, because there are some little tips that I probably missed back in December, and just listening to them again, you pick up extra things. So just little things here and there. And then one thing I have to give kudos to Jody. I don't know if she's on the call, but last week's call was awesome. And I did use her little verbiage with customers as far as only telling them they're not obligated to sell as long as they commit to $100 a month, 100 PV, that qualifies them, and, the 60 days. And that got me 4 new ambassadors in like 3 days. So, and I also, one thing I do is anytime there's a Facebook Live, whether it be the corporate, the guys, I don't remember their name. I know their names, but I'm having a brain fog right now. Whenever the Facebook, John and Matt, is it Matt? I think. Yeah. But whenever they come up, Sarah Robbins, she comes up. So I listen to all the lives as they come up on Facebook. Any of the Jewels, if they have a live, I listen, because, it just helps. It helps with growth and, every little bit of information. But I think that the main thing is, again, going back to the duplication, whatever, following someone that is successful and just working it and being consistent with it. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I don't even realize that I'm qualifying for things. So I guess that's even a bonus.
That is so awesome. Yeah. And some of the things that I wrote down as you were talking, just words that were coming to my head, you're consistent. You're definitely committed, and you're an active participant. You're actively participating in everything, the Monday night calls, the lives that you just mentioned, and all of those things together really they matter. And hopefully everyone can see that putting those little puzzle pieces together really do create the puzzle. So that's awesome.
I wrote the same things, Liza, because Roxanne, when you started, you're like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but like, you sound actually extremely intentional because you are plugging into the systems that we put in place. We put the 7-day challenge in place for you to enroll people as customers or ambassadors. We put the Plus Success for you to share testimonies, and you go to meetings, you're on calls. Like, you are so intentional, and that is why your business is growing, and that is why you're growing.
Yep, I absolutely
agree. You know what you're doing, girl.
Thank you. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know.
Yes, you do. Roxanne, thank you so much. And just so everybody knows, at the end, she said, she's earning things that she doesn't even know. Well, Roxanne just recently earned our Jewels Night at convention. Can't tell you what it is yet. And she didn't even know. So it was I'm sure Erin loved that.
No, I messaged Erin and I said, is that the same as winner's dinner?
Exactly what she said. I was like, oh dear Lord, girl. No, this is better than winner's dinner.
Oh my God, so much better than winner's dinner. Are you kidding?
Winner's dinner is amazing, but this is like private and it's fun.
A lot of fun. Roxanne, thank you so much. You're awesome. And Mary, your little support sidekick, thanks for being there. Thanks. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to hop right into the meat and potatoes, so to say. Today's April 30th, last day of the month. Tomorrow's May 1st, if you can believe it. Oh my goodness, we're actually getting sunshine here in the Northeast starting tomorrow, so everybody will start coming out of their houses. I just wanted to, for those of you who have been around for a while, you've probably heard me talk about this a bunch, but if you're newer to our team, this might be the first time. I'm just going to reiterate goal setting. How important it is. I have 5 little things, so if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you might want to get that out. And this is, for those of you who don't know, in addition to working my Plexus business, I'm also a middle school counselor, so I do goal setting all the time, and these are just the things that I work on with my teammates in Plexus, but also students, so you can use it at home. So the first thing is you want to set goals that are going to motivate you. And this goes back to your why. Again, if you're newer to us and you don't know what that means, it means, why did you click join Plexus? Why did you click enroll? What are you doing this for? Is it your family? Is it financial? So what is your why? Write that down. Be committed to your goals. Number 2, you want to make sure that your goals are SMART, and that's an acronym for specific. So you actually want to write down exactly what your goal is. It has to be measurable. So with our business, our goals, customers, teammates, those are measurable. We can measure those. When it comes to your health, you can definitely measure those goals, whether it be weight or inches, definitely measurable. Attainable. If you're setting a goal for the month of May, be sure that your goal is attainable, but we also want you to dream big. Set your sights really high for yourself. Is your goal relevant? I mean, that's just self-explanatory. You want it to be relevant to you. Most of my goals are my health and my business goals, so I make it about myself, but my team as well. And then time. We're talking about it now because May 1st is tomorrow, so you can do weekly goals to kind of split things up if you wish, or you can do monthly goals. I suggest sitting down tonight if you have time, or even tomorrow at some point, and really thinking about your goals for the month of May. And if you have to break them down, feel free to do so. If you haven't set those long-term goals for yourself either, now's a really good time to do that, because May 1st is a clean slate. We're all at 0 points tomorrow morning. We all wake up and open up our virtual office, and at midnight tonight, we're at 0. So set your goals. Number 3, write them down. Do you have an agenda book? Do you have a planner that goes in your purse, on your phone, on your refrigerator? Write them down, because when you can see them and you can start crossing them off, it's helpful. It's helpful for you. And then when you're writing them down, watch your words. Not I want to, or you have to write I will. I will gain 3 customers this month. I will welcome 3 teammates to my team. Those are the words that you should be using, because just as our affirmations, we're going to be looking at our goals each and every day. So that's really super important. Number 4, so you have these amazing goals. Now what do you do with them? You have to create an action plan. Just having your goals in your phone means absolutely nothing if you're not going to create a plan to attain those goals. So how will you attain these goals, and what actions will you take? If you need help with that, you can reach out to your sponsor, reach out to your closest Jewel. We'll be more than happy to get on the phone with you or chat with you via Facebook and help you create your goals. And you know what your goals are. Even, like Roxanne, when she started, she was like, I don't really know what, but yet she did an amazing job letting us know how she runs her business. And then finally, sticking with it. Making sure that you're consistently looking at your goals, making sure that on, how many days are in May? 31? Yeah, 31. So on May 31st, that you're doing it all over again. You can always change the timeline, never change your goal. So if you don't attain your goal that you're setting for yourself for May 1st by May 31st, that's okay. Don't change the goal. You're just going to change the timeline. So that's your homework. That's your homework. And hopefully when we ask you for your takeaways later, you can start really thinking about your goals and share them with us, if you don't mind, when we ask for your takeaways, because I think that also helps other people to see what others' goals are. I know, like I said, when I was talking about SMART goals, I think it's really important that we have health goals as well as business goals, because we are billboards for our business. And so it's just really important that you're taking care of yourself and your business. So thank you very much. All right.
I love it. You're so mean giving homework on a Monday night.
Wow.
There's a state test tomorrow, right?
I know.
They don't have homework. It's a good day here.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about building yourself on social media, becoming a fierce social media presence. And we could talk about this all day. We could spend a whole weekend talking about social media. This has kind of been something I've really, and I am coming to you as a work in progress. I have, those on this day things that pop up. I'm like, I can't believe I posted that. That is so embarrassing. So I am a work in progress. I have been following what I feel are like the social media greats in our company, really studying them, looking how they post, the pictures that they use. And I pulled up some articles today to kind of give you kind of the, 10 really strong points. So get a pen and paper, pencil and paper, but really 10 strong points to help you maybe focus your energy this way. This isn't like last week where Jody gave you skills for signing ambassadors and building your business. This is for building yourself. You want to be so fierce and strong of a presence that when people are ready for Plexus, they will come to you. Why will people join you? Why will people buy from you? Okay, so these are just some tips to help you along the way. All right, your goals, I'm not even to one yet. I'm just on the pre-notes. Your goals are to empower, inspire, inform, and entertain. Now, that's a lot, right? But once I became a business owner, I stopped posting anything I wanted. I stopped posting every little thing about my kids. I became more intentional about how I ran my social media page, because I want people tuning into my page, not unfollowing. I have those too. I got people that block me, so you're not alone if that happens to you. But we've all come a long way, right? When we all started 4 years ago, what did we do? All we literally did was copy and paste each other's posts. That was kind of 4 years ago, 3 years ago. We have to evolve with social media as we have young little whippersnapper millennials coming into our company. We have to evolve, and we have to be pretty badass. And I am not there yet. Trust me, I'm not coming to you as an expert. I'm just a work in progress. Okay, again, I can't even read my writing. Okay. We definitely want to use Social Media Connect. We want to avoid, I posted it in the 321 page last week. We want to avoid things like join my team or message me. And I've done it. I probably did it like 2 weeks ago. So don't think I'm perfect here. I'm going to say that like 5,000 times. Shareables, anything that comes from corporate, they're less, those come off more salesy and less inspiring, less exciting. Google Images, all those things, people are going to kind of scroll unless it's really something really exciting. So those are kind of things you want to avoid. You want to start moving towards telling your story, using pictures that I'm going to go through the list because those are on my list. Okay, but before we get to the list, you kind of got to choose your brand. Who are you? What do you want people to know you as? This is outside of Plexus. For me, it could be anything, really. I'm like the hot mess mom who loses stuff, like my kids and phones and remotes I find in the fridge, and I turn the Keurig on without the cup under it. Like, I like to put that out there and make fun of myself because I think that's entertaining. Then I do throw in Plexus, and I've been learning to use my own pictures and tie a story to it. Like today I posted about Mega X, and I talked about my family's history of heart disease. I bet there are people out there that have heart disease, and maybe that resonated with them. And then last week I talked about my little freckled family and how our family lives off body cream in the summer because it helps with those sunburns. So what is your brand? So here's some ideas. Are you a Pinterest mom? Are you a soccer mom? I'm a gymnastics mom. Do you love to work out? Do you love cats? Whatever it is, like, who are you? Pick 3 to 5 lanes and stay in those lanes. There's a ton of really cute, funny, hilarious stuff that I want to post on Facebook, but it doesn't kind of jive with the brand I'm trying to portray. So I refrain from posting them, but that's just me. Is your brand exciting? Are people tuning into you? Are you getting interaction and comments, or are people just kind of keep scrolling? So those are things you can think about. Okay, so here's number 1. Those are all like the pre-notes. Use storytelling. I posted in 321, again, an example of Jill Renfro. And, I follow a lot of these diamonds, and I'm going to name them in a minute. And maybe Liza can type them in, like some of the really strong social media presence people. She did the whole thing when she started, join my team, $34.95. We've all done that. But then she made a move. She moved to like using a picture in her life and telling a story. Guys, you can put a picture of your kids and tell a story about your life before Plexus. You're going to get 5,000 more likes and comments than if you do a shareable in the back office of Triplex. So try to use storytelling when you're posting about social media. Entertain and inform your audience, not just about Plexus. You want to add value to people, like just a silly thing I did today. Hey, moms or dads. God forbid you say just moms and there's a dad watching and they comment, done that. If you're ever looking for that extra sock, check under your couch, blah, blah, whatever, something stupid like that. Like that got me a lot of interaction, which is pretty funny. So try to add value to your audience, like your favorite shampoo, your favorite hair dryer, whatever. Use real pics of yourself, your family, your own house. Like when I see like someone else, picture I posted this morning was me holding Mega X. When I see someone else using that hands with that, I'm like, come on, guys. I posted about ease and nerve a couple weeks ago, and someone like copy and pasted my story word for word. Now I'm flattered because, I worked hard on that post, but I don't think you just went to Orange Theory like I did today, So if you were going to steal a post and kind of rework it to make it yours. So use real pics, use your own pics, tell a story. And I sometimes scroll through my phone for like a year and a half. I'm like, oh, that's a cute picture. And I throw it in there. You want to make your graphics or pictures visually appealing. I could take a picture with bras and underwear all over my floor and post it on Facebook. That's my real life. That's my real house. Or a cluttered, coffee table, whatever. But when you do take a picture of stuff, you kind of want to make it look neat and fresh, use a filter, crop out, like make it appealing. Or if you see visually appealing graphics that are not like someone else's hand, save them to your camera roll and use them as needed. Okay, this one is, okay, I can't read my writing, but I know what it says. You kind of gotta, and when we all started, we did this again, but ask permission before you tag someone. There's been so many posts where, what has Plexus done for you? And I'm tagged and there's like 85 other people tagged. Now I have a setting on my phone where I have to approve all tags, but you don't just want to go like tag in the whole world. People will see it, people will comment, or get a small little chat and with some of your Facebook, your Plexus friends and say, hey, can you comment on this post? And everyone will go help you out. So just refrain from tagging a little bit. Spread positivity. You know, I've had so many people come up to me and say that I don't talk to them about Plexus. You know, I'm trying to establish relationships with them. I'm trying to build their trust. And they're like, your page is so inspiring and so funny. And that's such great feedback for me because that's what I'm really working towards. And I know, again, I'm a work in progress. I'm like, oh, if I bother you, like you could just keep scrolling. They're like, no, I think you're really funny. Like, I like your page. That's like the biggest compliment ever. So I know when they're ready to try Plexus, I feel like they'll come to me. This is a good one. Create a photo album. So I did a photo album of just Plexus fun. And every time I have a Plexus event, I just add photos to it. I'm trying to attract all those blue personalities, you know? So every time I'm at a Plexus event, I'll add and it'll pop up again in news feeds. But you can do a photo album of like Plexus befores and afters and just start throwing them in there, you know? So that's your photo album. And every time you add like 2 or 3 photos, it'll pop up on someone's news feed, something like that, but something that keeps people engaged. Now, a lot of Plexus Jewels were at a Bob Heelig event this week, and this is something I struggle with. I am not so excited or in love with Facebook Lives, like, at all. But he said if you do 2 lives a week for the next 6 months, your business will blow up. Now, that makes me want to puke, like literally vomit on the floor. But I've done them before, and I didn't die. But 2 a week is a little, but they say not to do Plexus stuff. Find something that adds value to your audience. Like, I don't even know what, like, I gotta learn more about this, but I'm gonna start looking into this and really thinking about doing more lives and ripping that Band-Aid for myself. And whether it's, you know, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something that adds value though. You don't just wanna, Liza's laughing at me because I'm just repeating myself. Okay, so Liza, can you type these in the comments? So following some diamonds that I think are amazing Facebook posters, Bridget Ryan, I would join her team tomorrow. Like, I'd be like, bye guys, I'm joining Bridget Ryan. She's so freaking incredible, but I don't copy and paste her posts because that's really stealing her hard work. All of those are handwritten, all of those are written, but I take her ideas and I try to duplicate it and make them mine. Jill Renfro, Rhonda Shaw, Wendy Larson's an amazing Facebook presence. Liza, can you think of anyone else? I know there's a ton of them. You know, even Helen and Sonia and all those guys, there are some amazing Facebook people out there, but just go to their page and click follow and watch what they do. They're not just selling Plexus, they're engaging, they're telling stories, they're powerful social media presence. So I've been like learning from them and following them and just trying to duplicate them. Some things not to do. Guys, really grammar. I mean, there are times where Liza's like, dude, you spelled there wrong. I know how to do the theirs, but like with spell check on your phone, it just spell check autocorrects the wrong one. But poor spelling and grammar is going to turn someone off. Like, they're just going to keep scrolling. It's bad. So really double check your work. Again, I've done some copy and paste, and Liza's like, really? Did you have 4 C-sections, Erin? I'm like, that's just me being lazy. Gonna be honest, I was just lazy that day and did a bad post. And next year when it comes up on my honest day, I'm gonna be slapping myself. But really check over your work and check your spelling and grammar. Oversharing Plexus, you know, kind of use the 80-20 rule, 80% your life and your interesting, fun, exciting posts and 20% Plexus. And when you do share Plexus, use those other tips, telling stories, using real graphics. You don't always ever really want to click that share button either on anyone else's post. Like, I've done Plexus posts and I've had ambassadors share my post to their wall and be like, you're just directing your audience to me. So you don't want to do that. Don't go spamming, you know, putting your link in the comments or in the webs, you know, on your posts or anything. And I already wrote that. I already said that. So that's kind of like my quick social media do's and don'ts. Oh yes, Emily Roberts is a great one too. She's like incredible. I would join her team tomorrow also.
Erin, that was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I put a lot of work into it. I can't read it, but One thing I forgot to give Liza these shout, and we're going to go into Q&As. I know we're at 9 o'clock and we're trying to keep the calls at 30 minutes, but we will do questions and answers if you need. But we are going to start doing shout outs for 200 PV, 500 PV, and 1,000. Amy posted the graphics today. If you earned any of those, go comment. We want to start getting all of our ambassadors to 200 or more PV. I mean, think about what with that. I know people are trying to build a business and you do that by ranking, but we got to start focusing on some customers too. Everyone should have 500 PV. I'm not asking you to have 2,000, 3,000. Everyone should have 500 PV and really be, working on those customers. So we're also going to do a prize every month for 200 Club. So, all of us jewels have like a million things. I have like a million things laying around that I could just nice prizes. I'm not going to send you crap, I promise. But whoever gets 200 and above is going to we're going to raffle off a prize every month, random.org. Plus convention's coming and we like to spoil you guys at the store.
Oh my God, I love doing
that. We're also going to recognize top 10 PV and top enrollers. Amy's going to make a graphic every month, so look for that tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. We really want to make Goal Diggers a place for recognition, fun, training tools. 321 is more the business page. Guys, I'm begging you though, if you have a topic that you want us to focus on, message us and we'll put it in 321. Only the admins can post in there right now. But we'll put it in 321 and Ann Stacy came, she posted something about power hours. She posted it in Goal Diggers and I was like, let's just put it in 321 and then see who comments on it. So please do that for us. We're here to help you. Troubleshooting, we're trying to keep all that out of Goal Diggers. Guys, think about a brand new ambassador that gets added to Goal Diggers and they're like, my aunt's daughter, pooped her pants while drinking pink drink and took some BioCleanse and then her eye fell out. And these are the stuff we're getting in Goal Diggers. And we're like, we can't approve that, guys. We can't approve that. Troubleshooting, please come to your jewels. Please come to us and we'll try to help you come up with a plan for your customers or ambassadors to be successful on the product.
And I think we're doing the best we can to reach out to people too when we see those pending posts. So we're doing the best with that. But yeah, awesome.
So anyways.
All right. So I'll stop recording and then we can do Q&A if we want. Sound good?
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, everybody.